Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since '08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly. You might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On first down, it's Patterson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Ryan. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Ryan. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Ryan will throw again. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Below Nichols. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Ryan.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Darden. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Brady now on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. J.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Brady to throw on second down. To the right side, complete to Miller.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. Vita Vea. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw is Ryan. And that will be incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away, was Mike Edwards. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw is Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's brought down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Brady's throw into the hands of Darden.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Play action. Now it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On second down, it's Patterson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. After 1 on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Ryan to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the turn next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be. Exactly what you've said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Now they disrupted already for 3 INTs.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From midfield, here's Brady. Into the hands of Darden. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, here's Fournette. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, look at the juke. Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now a play fake. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Now Brady.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now Ryan down around the goal line. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Patterson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Patterson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a give to Fournette.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
A handoff to Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the run, it's Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Jalen darted
36 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height, or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. The point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking there for picks, but intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Ryan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it was the Green Bay Packers who will continue on in these playoffs as they knock off the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in because they pick things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks, move on. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by Howard.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Brady going to throw.
Completing along the sideline, it's Godwin.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Ryan.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Play action. It's Ryan.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.